Hi everyone, today we'll get familiar with our new board, MakerPi RP2040, and we'll write a short code to understand how it works. So this board is basically the same thing as Raspberry Pi Pico, but just that it has a few more inbuilt ports for us to work on. For example, it has a buzzer on board, and then it has connections that can be made directly to motors, which is otherwise not possible on Raspberry Pi Pico. And we can connect many sensors to it through various ports. So let's see how does the buzzer on board work today. Okay. So if you look at the board, you'll see that it has a buzzer. It has an inbuilt buzzer and it's on pin GP22. So let's write a code to beep this buzzer today. Go to your Thorny, and on your Thorny, you have to make sure that on bottom right, you have CircuitPython connected. You have the CircuitPython selected. So this coding language is slightly different from MicroPython. It uses different libraries. So you're going to connect your MakerPi board to your computer through the USB card. And then on Thorny, you're going to select CircuitPython. So I'm connecting the MakerPi board to my computer now. And when I plug it in and I turn on the button on the MakerPi board, there is a switch you need to turn on. You'll get a message that a new device is detected. Right? And then on Thorny, you go and select Configure Interpreter. Make sure you have CircuitPython here. And once you have CircuitPython selected, look at your shell and you should see this message, Adafruit CircuitPython. That means your board is connected to your computer and it's working on Thorny. So now let's take a look at the code for the buzzer. Let's understand how it works. So here we import time and then we import the library board from CircuitPython. And then we import the library PWM-IO. So we can control the volume of the buzzer. We can make it loud or we can make it soft. And that is done through PWM. If you need to refresh the concept of PWM, please go to the recorded lessons and there is a lesson on PWM. Go through that and you'll understand what is PWM and how does it work. It's pulse width modulation. So we are controlling buzzer through a PWM. We're controlling buzzer through PWM here. And this is how we declare this pin. PWM-IO, that's the name of the library. And it's an output pin, PWM-out. And buzzer is on pin number 22. So we need to give the pin number here in this function and frequency. When we initiate a PWM pin, we need to give the pin number, frequency, and the third parameter is duty cycle, which we'll use in a bit. Okay, so and the pin, we've given our pin name buzz, right? Now the duty cycle controls the loudness of the buzzer. A duty cycle ranges between 0 to 65,535. So if you want to stop the buzzer from beeping, you will make the duty cycle 0. If you want to make it really loud, you increase the number of duty cycle, loudest being 65,535. So now let's make our buzzer beep loudly for 0.5 second. So we give a value of 40,000 for our duty cycle. Okay, now if we want to make our buzzer beep softly, we give a lower value here. For soft beep, I've given a value of 5,000 and it's going to beep for 1 second. Now to stop the buzzer, we just give the duty cycle 0, right? And the same principle works even for controlling the speed of the motor. If you want to increase the speed of the motor, you give duty cycle of a larger number, you give a higher duty cycle. And similarly, if you want to control the brightness of an LED, if you want to make your LED brighter, you give a duty cycle of higher, you give a higher duty cycle. To turn off your LED, you give a value of 0. All right, let's run this code and see how does the buzzer beep. All right, it beeps loudly first and then it goes softer. Let's try it once again. And then it stops. All right, that's a code. Now I want you to try different values of duty cycle and see how does the buzzer behave. Now what happens if you, here are a few questions for you. What happens if you don't give the duty cycle of 0 at the end, right? That's one question. Now change the values of duty cycle and see how does the buzzer beep. Now, and the third thing that you need to do is you are going to divide your code into functions. Can you make a function for loud beep and another function for soft beep and a third function to stop your buzzer? And then call these functions from the main program to make your buzzer work, right? So you're going to, instead of writing buzzer duty cycle 40,000 right here, you're going to put it in a function. And similarly, you're going to have a separate function for a soft beep, and you're going to have a third function for stopping your buzzer. All right. So yes, write that code and submit it.